So today we're going to take you for a walk around our 2011 Holden Commodore SV6 Series 2 wagon. Sol's just having a little bit of a play on the PA there, but that's all good. Starting at the front of the car, you notice that we do have factory fitted driving lights. Really clean to look at this car. A couple of little bugs there. I think that's only because Cloris drove it home. But presents really, really well. As we move down to the driver's side of the car, same thing, presents really well. If I want to be super critical, a really tiny little pimple dint on the bottom of the right-hand front door, a minor scuff mark on the right-hand front alloy, but overall presents really well. 18-inch alloy wheels from factory, and the tyres all round on the car, probably about 90% tread. As we stream down towards the back of the car now, a few additional extras this car has over your standard SV6. You do note that we've got colour-coded reverse sensors there. Also does have the reverse camera, which we'll touch on a little bit more in depth later. Chrome-tipped dual exhaust system, and just the chrome badging running through the tailgate as well, in really good order actually. The driver's side, we've already been to the driver's side. Passenger side now, once again, Duco presents really well. Unscathed alloy, the left-hand rear, and a couple of very minor little marks on the left-hand front. But overall, from a presentation point of view, this car is so far in its life been really well looked after. See it? So, moving under the bonnet now. The Holden, powered by a 3.6 litre V6 motor, will give you 210 kilowatts of power, 350 newton meters of torque, but at the same time it will deliver you 10.3 litres combined per 100 k's, so you're looking in excess of 650 k's to a tank of fuel. Good drive line, it's got the power, it's got the performance, but it's also got the economy. Okay, back at the tailgate now, tinted rear window. Notice it's also got the smoked wind deflector there. Open up the tailgate, really sizable area. Do notice in this bag here, that is actually a cargo barrier. You also have your cargo blind as well, just if we want to store things out of sight. Does also lift up into that position as well, just to allow you to store luggage and stuff in there, and then just bring it down into the locked position. Everything's covered. Also, in the event that we want to store additional stuff in the car, we can pop the seats down. They lay completely flat, so it just opens up your storage capabilities completely. Very versatile. Okay, now we're on the inside of the SV6, and it's optioned up a lot more than your standard model. We'll run through a lot of the extras now. Notice over here our headlights, they're light sensitive, so as it gets darker and late in the day they will come on automatically. Have our factory cruise control on our indicator stalk here as well, and just wipers standard on your left. Notice leather wrapped steering wheel. We've got our volume control for our audio, and on this side is just our control to change between stations or tracks if we've got audio streaming or music streaming off our iPhone, which we'll chat about shortly. Hang up and answer button for your phone when you've got your Bluetooth paired up, and the people that own this car did opt for navigation, so we'll touch on that in a minute. That controls your audio, and then your trip computer here, which just controls everything that you read about what the vehicle's doing on the dash. Gives you current mileage, 126,000 k's, gives you distance to empty, the range, average fuel consumption, average speed. So it's all there at your fingertips. Now basically we'll move into the centre section of the dash, and as I mentioned, we've just got our audio up on screen at the moment, or if we want to go to the navigation, obviously it always warns you not to play when you're driving, because you could just end up having an accident, which wouldn't be good. So it brings up our map and our nav, really easy system to use in the Holden, just as far as setting destination and so on. Also, as I mentioned earlier, if we just select reverse, you see an absolute, really clear picture of what you've got behind you. So just a lot of extra things as far as safety goes, which helps. So down below that we've got our other controls for our audio, but basically you can run most of them off your steering wheel so that you're not taking your eyes off the road. We have climate control dual zone air conditioning. That's actually running as we speak at the moment, but a really quiet system, you can hardly hear it. A button to turn traction control off, which is fairly well pointless, really. Then we can drive the car as a normal auto, or we can flick it across into what's called sport shift and manually change through the gears just by use of the stick. So either. Then just back a little bit further here, we've got our controls for our power mirrors, manual button to lock and unlock the doors, and then our power windows switches as well. Also important to note that inside this little storage compartment, we've got the USB outlet, another 12-volt outlet as well. Basically, if you're streaming your music through the stereo and you do have your cable plugged in, it will also show you title and artist. As I mentioned earlier, this car having a lot more extras. It is actually decked out in full leather. So all of our seats, that's front and second row seats, all in a full leather. You do have leather running through the actual door inserts as well. So, and in really, I've got to say, really good condition. The other important thing to take note of is safety. Our airbags, we've got all the airbags, front, side and curtain airbags, and that obviously helps this car achieve a 5-star ANCAP safety rating. So you know that you can be very confident the family are going to be very safe. The other thing to take note of, the vehicle was first registered on the 24th of March 2011. Very interesting, that. It must have got registered twice in the 1 month. And the thing about the car that you really like is the service history. Service history is stunning. And service at a Holden dealer its whole life so far. The vehicle's been a country-owned car, so all of its mileage thus far in its life has been on highway driving, which you'd rather have more mileage in it being country driving than stop-start trips around town. Outstanding. We're we're getting ready for a summary of this video. We're just trying to get Brent to bring the Triton through. We want to try and make him a superstar on YouTube as well. Yep, there he is. Yep, great work. All right, he's going to be famous by tonight. He's shaking his head. He's devastated now because he doesn't realise we are uploading this to YouTube. Anyway, in summary, 10.3 litres per 100 k's combined over 650 k's to a tank of fuel, 210 kilowatts, 350 newton metres of torque, 5-star ANCAP safety rating. Everything about the car is going to give you performance and economy, but safety for the family as well. And just to recap, sat nav, reverse camera, reverse sensors, and leather. If you have any further questions, feel free to give us a call, 9907 0555. Thanks.